You did a terrific job. I really love this movie. And first off, how do you make things look so effortless? Really, what's your secret?
Investment in the story and the character and the job to be done. Every scene's about something. And if you simply invest in that purpose and create character and behavior to help tell the story, it really frees you of a lot of other things you might make your obligation. So it's fun for me. I love it. And working with other really good actors.
That helps. That does help, for sure. Branch Rickey is a champion, really. I don't know what else to call him. He's an amazing person, and I wanted to know what it was about him that you connected with him personally to make you want to fight for this role so bad.
The connection is emotional. It's not calculated on something that you can identify for me. It's a human connection. It's a connection about the story that he's living, and what his life means, and what relationships, how he formed relationship with the character of Jackie Robinson, with the person of Jackie Robinson, and how they each attended. The combination of the two of them was what was intriguing to me.
You went through an arduous makeup process, I assume, and that, incredible, the look. Those eyebrows alone, what did they do? Like stitch them on? I mean, for you to go through that makeup process was...
We got it down to about half an hour every day, which was pretty good. Yeah. Well, no, I really depended on the people who did my makeup. It would have been no service to the film to bring any notion of Harrison Ford into the character of Branch Rickey. So I wanted to look like Branch Rickey.
I get in the voice now too. Like, how much prep do you have to do, or what did you study to get him down?
Audio tapes of his voice and the way he delivered. He's a wonderfully colorful speaker. He might well have been a great lay preacher or a trial lawyer. And he was very clear about morality. He's a great character.
Chadwick Boseman is just outstanding in this movie.
He's wonderful.
Really good actor, and he just portrayed Jackie so well. What was it like for you to work opposite this young man?
It was a pleasure, great pleasure. I greatly admire his conviction and his willingness to do so much work to prepare himself as a baseball player, and then to on top of that, to have developed at his young age the talent and capacity that he has. He was wonderful to work with, and I really enjoyed it.
A few of us were discussing the movie after last night, and it astounds me that this was only 60 years ago.
I think
60 years ago, really, that's nothing. The racial injustices that, when you look at this and you watch this movie, and it just, your heart breaks. How did it make you feel to just be a part of this?
It made me feel good. I think it was very important to remind ourselves of both the injustice that we tolerated and the strides we made in redeeming ourselves and attending to the ideals that we underpin our society, but don't always meet our behaviors. So it's a lesson of a change in American society. I think if this hadn't happened in baseball, the civil rights movement would have been further on down the road. So I think it's a really important moment in American history. And it's a story we need to remind ourselves of, because there are still things in American society which need to be changed, should be changed. And maybe this will help give us the courage to do that.
I hope so. Such a good film. It looks like 2013 is going to be quite the year for Harrison Ford. You got a bunch of stuff coming up, and one thing I do want to ask you about is Ender's Game, because that to me sounds like it's going to be quite the film. And I was talking to Viola Davis not too long ago, and she said took her 3 days to get over the fact that you were in the movie with her. Honest to God. What was it like shooting that one?
It was very interesting. There are wonderful people involved. The young man who plays Ender is wonderful. Everybody was really terrific to work with, including Viola, of course. I haven't seen the film yet, but I think it has a chance to be an important movie.
And I think people are really excited that you are going to be an anchorman too.
For a moment, thank you. Yeah.
A moment, thank you. It's good enough. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff. What is it, Harrison, these days about when you get a script that moves you? As I said, this is unique, this one. But what now? You could just sit back on your ranch, have a good time, and not have to do anything. But we're so happy that you still are. But what is it that drives you now?
I love to work. I love to work, and I love to work on the stories that I think have an emotional core, things that are human and interesting to me. So I'm as excited about working as I ever was.
Well, who was the director that changed your life? Biggest influence in your career?
Oh, every experience of a film changes your understanding on the basis of more experience, working with different kinds of people. I've learned sometimes more from directors who aren't as talented than I have from directors who are greatly talented. I think that the most important thing is not to put yourself in the wrong role, in something that where your energies aren't going to be sincere, and where you're not going to be ambitious.
So does it excite you, the fact that we might just see you back as Han Solo? Is that something that excites you?
I don't know whether that's going to happen or not, but it's if it does, good.
Oh, it'd be good for us. We'd be happy. Well, you did a spectacular job in this again. I can't tell you enough how much I
Thank
enjoyed
you.
this movie.